listening to Cripple Streets. Sit your ass back and enjoy the show. You are now listening to Cripple Streets. If you ain't about them Cripple Streets, then you got to go. You are now listening to Cripple Streets. This is my whole life. This is all I know. You are now listening to Cripple Streets. Hit them Cripple Streets and let's make some dough.
Yo, what's going on, my dude? Cripple Streets. Yo, what up, son? Cripple Streets quarantine episode. It's whatever, man.
Something.
I'm not even counting anymore. It's an episode of Cripple Streets because we're stuck in the fucking house. So the episode number doesn't matter. The date doesn't matter.
You're not wrong.
It's just another quarantine day, bro.
Dude, it's fucking 47 days here looking at your stupid fucking face.
Oh, fucking tell me about it. I had to deal with your shit and your gross shit.
I thought we spent a lot of time together, like, already.
Oh, I know. I was like, man, we should just fucking not hang out as much. And then 2 days later, it was like, guess what you're gonna be doing for the next 3 months?
2 days later, baby Jesus gave everyone quarantine because of all the gays, apparently. That's what a lot of these religious leaders are saying.
I know, it's fucking crazy. Are you seeing this shit? I mean, we brought it up 2 episodes ago, but how fucking nuts is that? People are still saying that.
I've seen it other than the Jewish guy you showed me.
It's interfaith.
I've seen 2 separate, a pastor and I don't know,
the head Muslim, one of the mosques.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, you people are out of fucking control.
And not the fact that like religion is good for some people in regards to it gets you by.
Yeah, crazy people and everything. Yeah,
but you have some that are like, they take it literally. It's like, I don't think that because 2 dudes suck each other off is why we can't go out.
No, if anything, it'd be the reason we do get to go out.
Exactly.
2 people just having a good time.
Exactly, I don't understand it. No, the reason we can't go out is because people are, fucking doing crazy shit.
Stupid.
In the laboratories. It wasn't even the Wuhan, well, I shouldn't say it wasn't as a definite, but we're pretty sure now that it came from, there's enough evidence showing it probably came from one of the laboratories that's like either a couple of miles to the right or left of the wet market, and it's fucking nuts. But to be honest with you, after watching those videos on YouTube, I still think there's some shady shit going on that should be looked at. There's no one should be able to eat like their next door neighbor's pet.
Yeah, that's where it came
Like,
from. I don't think anyone's so far. Listen, the all I know is people are. Did you hear about the New York protest?
No.
There's gonna
Where are
be
they protesting?
There's a New York protest that's gonna be happening in New York City by
in New York?
New York City.
Uh-huh.
There's one in Albany. There's one in like Schenectady, I guess it's called.
Yeah.
So they're doing it and all like dude.
And what's the point of it? What are they protesting?
They're protesting that they want to go back to work. But they're also, so listen to this, I'll show you on Facebook. They have a flyer that says, like, oh, let's practice social distancing, wear a mask, be safe, but let's protest. I'm like, what are you protesting? Apparently they're protesting not being able to work, but they want to do that safely. I'm not really sure what the point is.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I try not to get too crazy about it because everyone has their own opinions. I'm just like, I saw you fucking throw it up. But I get, the problem is that you have a lot of hysteria going on. And I gotta be honest with you, even though I do think they're fucking out of their minds, you have to understand, we're lucky enough we get to work from home. Like, I'm still getting a check. I can pay my bill.
True.
I don't know how I would feel if I'm getting emails saying you're about to lose your home, or you can't buy food, you can't do this, and then we have someone saying you also can't go back to work. I'm not saying it's right, I'm just saying you have people who are gonna lose their goddamn minds if they can't put food on the table. Then you have to add, now I have 2 children, I'm a single mom or dad, and I can't work at all. Again, there's other things that you can do to make money. Not illegal, obviously, but it's a stressful time. I think going out to protest is out of fucking control. But it's a stressful time.
I get it's a stressful time, but and this may be the media's fault, but we're not seeing the people complaining that, oh, I want to get back to work because I can't put food on the table.
No, you're
We're seeing the people that are like,
wearing
I
guns.
want to go get a haircut and have a gun around their shoulder. Like, I understand.
Well, let me pause you for a second. I understand the need for a haircut because but you have to do it the way I do it. Like, I got a haircut. I was like, I can't wait. My shit needs to be fresh. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die guy. If someone's gonna sneeze on me, they gonna sneeze on me right. But so I got my barber to come in. But obviously we had the N95 mask on. He had his gloves on because if I get sneezed on, I'm gonna fucking die. But I think you can still take major precautions and not do a march of
That's what I'm
of
saying.
death.
That's what I'm saying. And listen, man, even that, and again, I don't know all the ins and outs of your barber, but even that was in and of itself a risk.
Of course.
I choose not to die, period. I did something I never thought I'd let them do. I let Taylor shave my head.
Which, you're out of your goddamn mind.
Yeah, but I
It
said,
looked good.
listen.
It did look good.
I was like,
But
listen,
there's no way.
we are among crazy times. Let me tell you a little story. This is about I would say year one, not even a year. I would say about 6 months in
Of what?
of dating Taylor.
Okay.
This is before we're
I thought you were talking about being in person.
This is before we're super serious. We're serious, but not super serious.
No one's
So,
serious for 6 months.
One
You're
day,
starting to get serious.
one day, I just got back from a fresh cut, looking as good as I usually do, and Taylor's like, "Oh my God, you look so good." Blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, I know. And she's like, "Do you think one day I can cut your hair?" Almost immediately as she asked it, I was like, "No, that's not gonna happen." And she's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "No, you're never gonna come. That's never gonna happen." And she goes, "Well, what if now you with your significant other? They play the what if game.
The what if games.
Well, what if? So we lived right next to, well, not next to, but right down the road from like a barber school.
It was like a mile down the fucking road.
Yeah, it was a barber school where they taught you how to be a barber. So I said, "But what if I went to barber school?" I said, "No." I said, "What do you mean no?" I said, "No.
You're not my barber.
You're not my barber." And she's like, "Well, I'm going to become the best barber ever to have ever lived. And when you ask me, beg me
I'm
for a
saying
haircut,
no.
I'm going to say no." And I was like, "That's never going to happen." Even on the off chance that you do become a barber, the best barber ever, I'm never going to ask for a haircut.
Because of this conversation.
And then I said, "You know what? The only way I would ever ask you for a haircut, period, is if the world's coming to an end."
Yeah.
And then 5 years later, about
Someone sucked on an octopus on her back.
three and a half weeks after some guy drank blood, bat blood, I'm sitting there, I'm like, "Babe, we have to have a conversation." I said, "Yes." I'm like, "You think you may want to shave my head?" "Oh my God."
Oh, dude.
Dude, it was a rough ass.
Listen.
It was a rough ass.
Listen to me. This is why. And again, this is what everyone's like. Oh, you and Corey are exactly alike. We are not exactly alike. Because let me tell you something right now. I would have, and I'm not. This is not a good thing. I'm not telling you that my.
Trust me, I don't think anything you say.
that my journey through life is the better way to go. I'm just saying.
It's not.
It's not.
I know that already.
But I also don't think that yours either, you piece of shit.
No, just tell me a stupid fucking story.
I think that I would have my hair growing down like it. Like you'd hear a lot of noises and a nose sticking out of hair going down to my wheels. I would roll over the hair and pull myself out of my wheelchair before I told somebody that they could never cut my hair and then allow them to cut my hair.
You say that.
It would never happen.
It wouldn't happen. You listen, I don't think it's a far stretch.
Yeah.
You let someone from the outside, inside. I understand they're wearing gloves and a mask.
No.
I'm just saying.
But I never told him he could never cut my hair. I'm saying I would never let my significant other, who I told them they would never cut my hair. It wouldn't happen. I would have hair down to my shoulders.
I'm about to get irrational, so I'm hoping that you get it
There you go.
together. Another pandemic, and they're like, ha 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 ha.
You know, that
She's rubbing off on me.
every time.
Tim's rubbing off on me.
Oh really?
Petty. Tom Petty.
Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. But yeah, man, so I got my fucking haircut, but let me tell you something. So the guy comes in and goes, dude, I think I saw a fucking thing on Facebook that you had a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, man, that's kind of our thing now. And he saw the one with obviously last week's, which Drew, and he's like, dude, that was a great fucking podcast. And I was thinking, like, yeah, man, we had like a great time with him, bro.
Yeah,
or I did anyway. I don't know how you didn't talk
bro,
about
he's a good dude.
Dude, we have to have him back on, but
Absolutely.
So
Dude, the shit that guy went through.
let me tell you something right now.
But turned it around.
If I don't know, and he had a point. Everybody has their own fucking struggle. Like, you can't have like the guy on the side of the road who's homeless. Yeah. You can't really judge his struggle compared to even Drew's struggle.
Different, but not worse.
But let me tell you something right now. I need you to shut the fuck up. If I broke my neck and it was all like quieted up, I'm pretty sure, I can't guarantee it because I'm not taking anything away from him. I'm pretty sure me and him would still be like pretty light-minded. He was a pretty dope dude. Yeah. I feel like we would get along, like just chilling anyway.
I agree.
I mean, the guy gets fucking high on 420 or he can't have a conversation with me.
Is that you don't even know who the fuck you are right now?
So, having said that, I'm blaming him for what took place about 2 days later.
Blaming or thanking?
It's a little bit of thanking. I would say it's like 75% thanking, 25% blaming because...
That's a high number, bro.
Yeah, well, let me tell you what happened.
Alright, talk to me.
So, I think it was Saturday rolls around, right? And I'm like, I ain't doing shit. I'm doing everything. I'm doing what I've been doing for the last 4 weekends. I'm just gonna watch TV. Sure. So I'm like, you know what? I did 10 milligram edible like 2 weeks ago. As I've told you, like I tried and then laughed and tried and I tried again.
Man, I'm trying like a bitch.
So I was like, you know what? Let me try something a little bit stronger. So I had some homemade edible brownies that I had in the freezer that I got from a friend of mine, and she made them super fucking strong. She was like, just so you know, they're fucking wicked strong. There's definitely more than 10 milligrams of
She's in Boston?
Yeah, no, but...
Then why would she say wicked strong?
I don't know, but that's how she talks. Yeah. She probably didn't say that, I'm just giving an example.
Yeah, sorry.
What part of it I needed you to shut the fuck up?
I just saying, you told a story, someone said wicked, I'm like, when did we know anyone?
I'm an ad-lib, it's not verbatim. I will tell you the story, it's not verbatim. Please allow me to continue. So, she's like, these are gonna be strong as fuck. I was like, bitch, I know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna eat half the brownies. He goes, probably only eat a quarter just to give it some time. Like, I'm gonna eat half. Popped half. I'm watching TV and I'm like, I don't feel shit. An hour goes by and I'm like, I really don't feel shit. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna eat another half. Then I go to reach in and I'm like, no, I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give it another half an hour. I'm watching TV. All of a sudden, it looked like the TV fucking exploded. And I'm like, something's in my head. I'm like, something's happening. Now, all of a sudden, I get like this warm feeling. Like, you ever have someone do that joke where they pretend to track an egg over your head and like do this to your head? That happened, but actually inside my head. And I'm like, I feel like I'm dying from the forehead and it's slowly spreading. All of a sudden, my heart starts to fucking pound. And I'm like, all right, don't be like Tori. Don't have a fucking panic attack.
That's fair.
I was like, Tori's gonna be going to 3 hospitals. He's gonna be looking up different antibiotics. He's gonna be looking up the remedy to not.
I'm buying a CBD pill.
Right, exactly. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, chill. So I had 2 panic attacks in about 30 minutes.
Perfect.
And then I started having this unbelievable laughing fit. Like I ended up turning on the Blue Planet on Netflix or Earth, Planet Earth. Because I was watching a show called The Affair. Yeah. But one of the characters, Noah, was yelling at his wife, and it was scary. I was starting to like feel like I was the wife. I'm like, listen, you can't talk to me like that. I'm gonna turn you off. I was like, I would turn this motherfucker off if I were her. So boop, I turned it off. I was like, well, with Tommy, I know whales swimming in the ocean. It seemed like a good idea. I could hear them echo. It was really loud, so I turned it on. Right. Dude, most enjoyable experience I ever had after my panic attacks. So I decided I'm probably gonna do it again if it's weekend.
Perfect.
Because I'm like, listen, you don't know who you are until you think you're dying. That's when you really, and then you're not dying. Let me be clear. I'm not saying put yourself in a situation where you're gonna die.
Like for real,
For real, I'm just saying, when you think you're gonna die,
right,
you're forced to look inward.
right.
And I have a lot of things I need to work on. But I'll tell you one thing I don't need to work on. That's watching animal videos when I'm high.
Right.
It was incredible. It was a great time. I highly suggest it. At the same time, I evaluated, I'm like, I don't know if Troy could handle this. Because you have this weird thing where
I do. I freak out.
you'll be watching TV, immediately you're gonna start doing this.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna need Taylor to pet you.
Well, let me explain to you what's gonna happen.
Talk to me.
I'm gonna start counting my heartbeats.
Okay.
This is gonna happen. I'm gonna take my pulse.
Mm-hmm.
Now THC is going to make your heart race. It's what happens.
Yeah, yeah.
So it lowers your blood pressure, which causes your heart rate to go up. So I'm gonna be like, all right, this is supposed to happen, but then I'm gonna start to see shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna start to feel things. You know how I feel about emotions.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do it well.
You told Sean again, I have feelings. Can I hold this story for 1 second?
Yeah.
Dude, so I'm in the living room, well, in our living room, and I hear you talking to Sean again last week, and you're like, I have feelings. I'm like, what the fuck did he say it again?
I did.
What happened?
Listen, Sean's trying, I don't know, maybe it's you. Maybe you filled his head with this shit. That he thinks it's okay to start telling me that he used to tell me he loved me, like, on Christmas, my birthday,
right,
his birthday. And I would always say to him on his birthday.
Right,
well, like Christmas, he didn't get it. My birthday is my birthday. I'm not fucking saying it. Easter isn't a real holiday. And on his birthday, I was like...
Easter is absolutely a real holiday.
Not well,
how is it any more real than... I mean, I know the logic you're about to use. How is it any less real than Christmas?
Well, I want to be very specific.
Okay, be specific.
I want to be very specific. So, Jesus is real.
Right.
We don't know what day he was born.
But the person
Jesus was real. Everyone as a collective decides to celebrate it in December. So I celebrate the birthday.
You can sign on.
I don't really, you know how I feel about that. But I say, all right, here, happy birthday to
this person.
This person, whatever that is. That everyone other than
well, Jesus was the person.
Right. Everyone other than me and the other same person I know celebrate. But whatever. Easter, not a real holiday, but we won't get into that because people think it is.
Yeah.
My point being, on Sean's birthday was the only day I would ever tell him I love him. Because that's his birthday, I guess. I don't
I tried to get his birthday, you guess?
I tried to give him money, but he's like, I want more. I thought.
Okay.
But recently, I think this is your fucking fault. He's been like calling me. Which is fine, I like talking to Sean. But then,
please tell me, Sean.
But then he ends it with, all right, Jory, I love you. And I'm like, aha.
Well, why do you have, see, this is the thing, and I feel like we're about to get deep, all right? You're going to get uncomfortable, just so you know.
I'm uncomfortable now.
So, to be fair, you're not wrong. I would say within the last, since we moved in here. Before then, both of us, still me to some extent, but most of us, me and you were not emotional at all. Still to this day, I think all of our nurses and even our parents have only seen us trying maybe once or twice in the last 20 years. I'm not emotional for the most part, but in regards to expressing how I feel about people, I would say, especially recently, maybe the edibles that have shown me the way, but I'm like, you know what? Life is short. Let me tell people that I love them when I do. I'm not over-exaggerating. I don't tell Sean I love him every 10 seconds.
I feel like you're testing each other, like, all right, have a good night.
That's the problem. I'll say have a good night. But when I call him on the phone and we have a conversation through either FaceTime or on the phone, I'm like, all right, love you, buddy, bye. And it's like, all right, love you too, man. You can't do that. And I feel like you...
Not to you and Sean, I do it to Taylor and Mommy.
Tila and Nami.
Tila and Nami.
You don't tell Dad you love him?
I say I love you, Pop.
Yeah, see, so that's...
But he has to initiate.
That's true. I won't lie, but I don't want to come off like I'm telling you that that I've done this like forever. I just started doing it.
It feels like forever because you and Sean have been throwing the L word out all fucking day, every day for the past
It's
like,
upsetting. It's a
month.
journey.
I'm like, what's going on? Why?
Don't tell me you love me. It's like, but we do love each other. Right?
I don't want to hear it.
See, it's
Because then you don't make me feel bad about it. I can't.
no, it's your journey, Tori.
I can't reciprocate.
It's okay, Tori. We don't need your reciprocity. But then you make it weird when you get all like, I have feelings for you. Like, we don't want you to blow us. We just want you to know that we love you.
I hear the same thing.
And that's the problem. Just, I don't hear the difference.
Exactly.
So yeah. So having said that, I don't even remember what. Oh, about your you taking wheat edibles.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I would be freaking the fuck out.
100%. It would be an issue for you.
But I will say, I did get a very good idea from, it was in edibles, but a very good idea from just like smoking and then watching a movie, thinking about it, and then trying to create, well, what if this was real life?
Well, I don't blame you because in this quarantine, there's nothing to do but watch movies.
Of course. So me and Taylor started watching Hunger Games. Like, we're gonna watch all of them. The
Oh,
first
it's just the
season.
new one's out.
Yeah, well,
Or came out recently.
no, it's been out for a minute, but I haven't seen
I
it.
haven't seen it, so to me it's new.
Yeah, but so we're like, oh, well, let's just start from the first one. So after the first one, I'm like, yo, you know, it'd be such a good movie. Well, potential to be such a good movie, because we would have to make it super accessible. But if we had like the disabled Hunger Games.
Oh, you mean what would be a good movie, not an action? You mean what would be a good movie to make?
Yeah, to make.
100 Games of the
Hunger Games, and maybe not even a movie, maybe real life.
Oh, wait a minute.
But we'll
Wait.
start with a movie.
Let's take this seriously though, because I feel what you're saying, and I know like this. Obviously you were high, so it was like, oh shit.
But I'm not kidding.
But I know, and I'm saying that might be a great fucking movie. So let's go through the shit. So, what's the difference like in the real movie, in the Hunger Games?
Right.
Did they have like a class system? I really don't remember.
So yeah, so they have a class system. There's like District 1 to 12. That you find out in like the second movie, there used to be a 13, but there's no more District 13.
All right, so
They like obliterated it.
gotcha. So here's what I feel that we could do. Anybody that can walk but has a legitimate disability. I'm not saying they're not disabled, but they're gonna be District 13. They don't matter. We're gonna kill them. They're obliterated.
Well, they can't participate.
Right.
Because they're not really young.
No, I mean we can. Okay, sure.
Well, we need them.
Sure, they can't.
They're gonna push us to the games.
Okay, so they can't participate.
Right.
So I feel like obviously we can come back to this if we think of more categories.
Right.
There should be, in my opinion, 3 categories.
Why?
You can have midgets because they don't use wheelchairs, but they're disabled.
Right.
Like highly disabled. I mean,
Right, like mountains and
Yeah,
stairs may be a problem.
things are gonna be rough. Things are gonna get tough for them.
Curves.
Well, how high is the
Right. That's one point.
But they can also be like the China dolls, the ones that get bigger or smaller, so you just one on top of the other. So that's fine.
Right.
So you have one category is midgets.
Right.
Then you have people like you and I who are power wheelchair bound.
I like it. Dude,
Where-
that adds a whole new dynamic.
Where like we can get around, we can fucking zoom. But once the battery runs out,
You're shot.
and if or someone puts you on manual.
Right. Well, that's why you gotta team up with one of the midgets.
Well, I'm not done
Oh,
explaining
my
the cat.
fault. Go ahead.
Don't rush into this, though. We have
Alright.
to do this right.
All right.
If we're gonna have a disabled Hunger Games, and let's be real, with this crazy government, for entertainment purposes, it's not for all.
Well, listen, you give people one full year of quarantine, they'll be like, I want to see something die.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, the most vulnerable people to.
Well, you kill 2 birds with one stone. You fill the urge of death to the masses,
Right.
and you clear up Medicaid funds.
And the GOP is
The
loving it.
Republicans, bro.
Oh my god. Alright, so back to our categories. So we have midgets, We have people like you and I,
Mhm.
or anybody who's wheelchair bound,
Right.
in a power chair that you can't use
Change the
a manual
manuals.
chair. Then you have the manual chair users. Those are the ones that are all upper body. They have a
Hate
lot.
those motherfuckers.
They have a lot going for them.
They have a lot to offer.
They have a lot to offer in regards to Hunger Games.
Right.
Now, in life, this is not me saying anybody is any less than anybody else.
Also,
Well, wait a minute. In real life, no value outside of quarantine. When you're talking about the Hunger Games, you're talking about life or death. You're talking about real shit that matters. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. A person who can flip up on their hands and climb upstairs and
like their feet.
right, and open shit and fucking kill shit and
Dude.
charge a chair for you. These are important people, but I feel like we should only allow like
2 or 3 of them.
no, like 90%, 60% midgets.
60?
60 no well
You have 60%
of all
midgets.
midgets. Of all midgets. Alright, so I'm sorry, I'm doing this wrong. Alright, so
Alright, let's get to specifics. There's 25 people in the Hunger Games.
alright.
How many
Oh,
of
there's
the
25, that's it?
How many of the 25 are gonna be midgets?
Alright, can we make it 30? Because that would be a lot easier.
Alright.
My math is let's make it 30 so I don't look stupid.
I need whole numbers. Alright, we're doing in tens. There's 30 people.
Perfect.
Are we saying 10 midgets?
No, we are not saying 10 midgets. Because not every team should get a midget. That's not cool.
Alright.
There's a lot of negatives and benefits. So
Right.
we're gonna have six
Don't at people.
midgets.
Alright, 6 midgets.
We're gonna have. I think every team should have a manual chair user.
So there's 15, are we saying 3 people teams? 2 people teams?
But how many people are in the teams in the Hunger Games?
Well, technically no one's on a team. There's 2 per district, but there can be only 1.
Oh, I got it.
Until the end when, well, if you didn't see it, you should have seen it by now.
Yeah.
Until the end where Katniss and Peter are the last ones,
Alright.
and Peter's like, kill me, and she's like, no, we get it, I'm not doing that. So they're both about to eat the death berries,
Alright.
the poisonous berries,
Yeah.
and then they didn't let them eat it. They're like,
Yeah.
no, we can't have 2 people dying.
Wait, we don't play that. Alright, so. See, now you fucking threw a wrench in my shit. Because I'm not used to districts. There's not like. I don't want to give a class system to disabled people.
I'll do it.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, so the midgets are actually higher than us because they're very mobile.
100%.
And they're multiple use purposes.
Alright.
Like, I'm pretty much there to do one of 2, 3 things.
Mhm.
If you get sleepy, tired, you jump on the back of the chair, I drive you where you need to go.
Perfect.
2, if there's something heavy, you can tie it to my chair,
Drag it.
push my chair while I'm also using the force to go.
Science, I like it.
Science, physics, things like that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Now midgets, plenty of things you could do. They could help plug the chair. I mean, I don't know if there's gonna be outlets around, but like the thing. So in the Hunger
There
Games,
should be outlets.
they ask you what weapon you want to use. My weapon would be a wheelchair charger.
100%.
Because you can do that in many things. So you charge the chair at night.
And hit you with it.
Have you ever touched that thing when it comes out?
Hot.
It's hot. So you burn the face. Burn the faces of the
midgets.
of the rival. Of the rival midgets.
Absolutely.
Like, you're not my midget, man.
This is so fucked up, bro. But you're not wrong. These
I'm
are things
serious.
that happen.
This is a Hunger Games.
You know what? I think people would watch it, honestly. Which is fucked up if you think about it. But, I mean, it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Listen, in history, humans like to see violence. It is what it is.
100%. You have the gladiators.
And what's better than, like, people that look sick killing each other?
That's so fucked up. And Republicans getting rid of quote-unquote
Dude.
drains on society.
We can actually still listen. The liberals would not like this.
No.
No, this is horrible. But the conservatives,
Yeah,
So
I'm
it's
talking about
like-
staunch
yeah,
conservative.
staunch, like real bad, like Tea Party,
Yeah.
like fucking crazy people. Looney Tunes.
Trey.
Trey.
They would love it.
They love it. They listen, this is what you get. This is what you get. You're gonna get TV ratings, and you're gonna get millions of dollars just handled once 24 of the 25 of us die.
Dude, that's a great fucking idea. See, that's why I worry about you though, because that's an idea that you had smoking. On edibles, you might think it's an accident.
On edibles, you might wake up dead.
You might think it's an accident that happened. And you're like, oh my god.
What would you do if like you were in bed now? Like, let's say a nurse put you in bed, right?
Alright.
And then
Well, that'd be one of the only ways I get it.
that is the only way. And then like you open your eyes, and then I am just looking over you with a knife, going like, I win.
Number one, that would never happen on edibles. It sounds more like a meth situation. But it sounds horrific.
Hunger Games. I'm Hunger Gaming you.
I'm Hunger Gaming you. Then you stab me? Yeah, no. I wouldn't pass on that.
I think that's a good idea though.
I hate it. In fact, I'm now going to start locking my door.
I would.
That's how you know Tori and Kayla have been going crazy. Because all you hear is all day today. I will tell you though, I'm going to start. You're going to hear us, that's how we're going to start talking. In the quarantine.
Ha!
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 It's fucked up. By this time next week, we're going to be chewing at each other.
Oh.
Dude, I don't know, man. That whole Hunger Games thing is a great fucking idea. It's definitely a quarantine idea, though.
Yeah, but I'm losing my mind.
Dude, I'm starting to lose days. Like yesterday, I spent the better half of 30 minutes staring out the window.
Figure out what day it was.
But let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you that story.
I'd rather you didn't.
Well, you're gonna hear it anyway, because where are you going?
True story.
There's a quarantine. You can't go outside.
Nope.
So I'm eating at lunch, and I'm like, see what the fuck is going on outside. So I'm looking outside, and we have a the best way I can say this, an urban neighborhood. People don't. I'll put it this right. If we told the cops, right?
They would not tell.
And then a neighborhood, 2 neighborhoods down, called the cops, we would be the absolute one of the last ones they would come to.
They would stop by on their way back from the other place.
Exactly. And somebody decided it would be, and I'm not judging, like that's not a judgment on them, it's just that's the neighborhood we're in. Someone decided it would be great to drop I use this word loosely because we're in New York and everything has this name, so they can charge a crazy amount. A luxury apartment in the middle of that neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I'm looking out my back window and I see a guy carrying chicken feed from the back of his car to his backyard because he has chickens. That smells like asshole, but so he has chickens. And this is my form of entertainment. I was curious on how he was going to carry all 3 bags. This guy literally used to say, balance the bag on the top of his head, put 2 bags under his arm, and walked it like the fat fuck that he was.
I like it, bro.
To his backyard. These are the things that are keeping me, me sane.
Dude, I'm fucking exhausted.
I could have never watched that shit. I was like, alright, he's a fucking crazy person with shit on his head.
You're right.
Now I'm like fucking eating popcorn, trying to see if he's gonna drop the bag or not.
Innovation, bro. Innovation.
It's crazy. Don't look. How have you been dealing with the fucking quarantine? Aside from Hunger Games.
Dude, other than Hunger Games, I've just been working and chilling, bro. Not doing shit.
You know what the problem with me is, bro? I go on Tinder, like, I go on Tinder and Bumble.
I don't know what that is.
I've explained it to you before. It's like
I
Tinder.
don't listen to
It's like Tinder, except if you match with a chick, she gets to or has to message you first.
She has to message you.
Yeah, which I mean is like a disabled guy's absolute worst fucking nightmare.
Of course, like I'm just happy. Like, all right, so
you need to give me the opportunity.
All right, I'm not better than a pity swipe,
No,
but if you
that's
have
fine.
to also message me,
It's not gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen. No, you're
Rare.
You're right. You'll die. It's rare. You'll die alone.
Let Let me paint you a picture. Well, let me paint the audience a picture because you know this fucking picture well. We might have forgotten, but you're, trust me, you probably remember it.
I know what the fuck is up.
So, you'll have, like, Tinder, online dating period, without, like, OKC, which is also a crazy shit show, or something you pay for. When you're going strictly swipe right, swipe left, let's be real, this is not geared towards any form of disabled
If I saw
community.
like one or two of us in a row, I'd delete the app.
Really? That's fucking crazy. I delete the ad.
Like, oh man, but yeah,
But let me ask you a question. Here's the fucked up part. Let me ask you a question. I swipe right, right? And this is the difference between guys and
Oh yeah.
between guys and girls.
Yeah.
The way I assume it, if you're on a swipe right, swipe left app, you're getting fucked. Let me rephrase.
Sure.
Your reason for being there is to have sex.
Right.
Don't let.
If it's strictly swipe, if it's
Right.
strictly swipe,
If it's
left,
strictly
right.
swipe left, swipe right. I mean, let's be real. Are you really looking for a relationship based on pictures?
No.
I mean, you could be. But
Well, I mean, I feel like the only way you're doing that is if you're very good looking.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
like if you're dope,
Oh, you're in front. It's fine.
well, I'm saying, well, if you're like a 10, let's say you're a 10,
Okay.
you're not. But let's say you're,
It's going 7.5.
let's say you're a 10, right?
in Cripple numbers.
Right. Let's say you're a 10.
Okay.
You fucking's not an issue for you,
Okay.
right? Usually you go out, you're at a bar, you're probably getting fucked.
At least once a week.
But you're a guy, so you always want to have multiple lines in the fishing pond, in multiple ponds.
I do now. and I
Right,
mean,
right, and you're again. Well, we know. So you put like you get all the dating apps,
Okay.
but the ones that swipe left and right, you know what the fuck is that? Be like, listen,
Yes.
I'm just gonna be, and the person's gonna swipe right. Now, swiping left when they see me, when they see this, a lot easier. And actually, it's funny that I talk about this because I feel like disabled people might be the only people that fill out the My Bio in High and High.
100%.
Or Tinder. Like OkCupid, Plenty of Fish, it's
It's
an
geared towards that.
actual
Yeah.
profile.
You have to.
So making the profile makes sense. And High and High, and Tinder, if I remember correctly, it's just pictures, and then if you match, you go into the bio. It's just a little bio. There's no reason for the fucking bio. But disabled people are in fucking Tinder typing their life story.
And you'll see the fucking stories. Like in Tinder, they're like, I deal with everybody looking at me. And it's like, well, this is the wrong fucking app.
You're in an app strictly geared towards looks.
Physical looks. Like if you don't like the fact that people are gonna judge you strictly on the way you look, Tinder is the absolute wrong one to use because that's what the entire app was made for.
Yeah, some guy said, listen, some guy, I guarantee you is a guy.
Of
Some guy
course.
was like, I know what I'll do. I want to look at hot chicks and see which one I want to fuck. The only problem is,
You can't do it.
guys don't will fuck you, and it has nothing to do with your looks. But
There was an app called Hot or Not, and if you swipe to the left,
you were
you
not
were
hot.
not hot, and you were told.
Yeah,
So they changed it to Tinder.
yeah, exactly. They put it a new name.
Dude, it's fucking nuts. So, having said that, I don't even remember what the fuck I was saying. Oh, having said that, I've been swiping, obviously, on Tinder, on Bumble,
Bumble.
and let me tell you something, bro. I realized yesterday I got like this feeling of dread because, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm thinking like, well, let's say I match with someone, right?
Right.
And for some crazy reason, I either message them or if it's Bumble, they message me.
Right.
I can't fuck because no one can come over.
You can't even meet.
I can't even meet.
Yo, did you hear about the new? I think it's hilarious. I hope this isn't where we're going, but did you hear about the new eHarmony? What would you call it?
eHarmony's gay. I would
That,
agree on
like,
that.
no, but I'm just saying
Oh.
the new thing, the new thing that we're offering, like the new upgrade to the app.
No, I didn't know there was upgrades to
Yeah,
dating apps.
I only know it because I saw it on TV. They're asking you. They're saying like if you upgrade, to whatever their premium package is. You, I don't know what that means.
The sadder you are,
Exactly.
the more desperate you are to find love. Right?
If you're
that's
willing
fucked
to,
up,
if you're
okay.
willing to pay money, like that's how bad you want
Right.
someone to think about you,
Mhm.
then you can video chat date.
See, I would never pay for that. I would just be like, hey, you want to FaceTime?
Well, no, FaceTime's free.
Like, I don't understand why, and there's plenty of apps you don't even have to give your number. Zoom, House Party, fucking
Do you
FaceTime.
not have to give your number for house party?
I don't know. No, I use my
It's
computer.
on my phone.
Yeah, no, but I use it on my computer too.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. You can put your dick out on your computer. She can do it herself. You could, fondle your penis. There's other things you don't have to pay for eHarmony. And it was an extra $5.
I think eHarmony's stupid anyway.
Yeah, it's retarded. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Seem like match.
But my problem is, fuck those people. I'm not gonna be able to fuck for a while. This is a problem.
Yeah, you asked that, bro.
And then I'm like, oh my god, we keep it real on Cripple Street's podcast. Everyone knows from past episodes, I was really jerked off like years ago. So I'm gonna have to start fucking like everything in the house, in my room, I mean.
Yeah,
Joey, don't touch the table until I clean it off.
I wouldn't sit on that couch if I were you.
I'm gonna have to put in Amazon a lot of fucking cleaning products. But yeah, man, it's a problem. This is something I'm gonna have to think about. Like, don't be wrong. As I discussed with you and Drew, did I bring it up with you? I don't know. But the last episode, obviously I got some head like the day before.
Before the quarantine.
But I mean,
Hopefully that holds you over, but
I don't know, dude. It's been 47 days. I mean,
dude, the hand stuff fucking yawning.
I mean, it's gonna start to get bad, bro. It's gonna start to get real bad. Things are starting to look real sweet. It's like, that bag of chips was like a dope. That bag is half empty, you know what I'm saying? It's bad, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
As you can see, this quarantine is fucking me up. Things are gonna have to change real soon. You know what's gonna be fucked up? Me and you are both talking shit about people doing the I want to go back to work march. You turn on channel 2 and you're like, alright, the handicap guy. Who's the handicap guy with his dick out and a string of condoms behind him, which is hilarious because I would never wear a condom. But, you're like, what the fuck is that? And it's like, hell no, I want to fight.
That doesn't even rhyme.
It doesn't, but it needs to. So I don't know, man. That's just the shit that's been going on in my head.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, how's your shit? How you doing? I'm not asking you about fucking hard.
I'm good, bro. I'm done with the quarantine. I wanna call it a day.
Yeah, I hear you, my dude. It is what it is. What are you doing this weekend? Do you guys have any plans for
No.
quarantine? You guys make some fucking. That's the one shit that Corey and Kayla always. I'm like what's the word I'm looking for?
Stupid.
No, not stupid. I am
A bit.
on occasions. No, those are all things that you are. I'm trying to think of
An
the word that would explain what I'm looking for.
Piece of shit.
Perfect. So I'm like the stepchild that Tori and Taylor found on the side of the road that they're like, oh, let's feed them on occasion. And they'll make some dope ass meals. But since the quarantine, they've really stepped it up a fucking notch. The other day I had they had, but I ate it, so that's all that matters. Biscuit gravy with some what the fuck was that?
Sausage biscuit gravy.
Dude, so fucking good.
Yeah, it was dope.
I was like, this is shit that you need to make. So, you have biscuit gravy Monday that needs to take place.
I remember you said that.
You guys make some dope ass ribs. So Rib Sunday needs to become a thing too.
I understand.
And then there was another thing that Kayla made that was really fucking good. Oh, stew ball. We've been drinking a lot since Tori and Kayla have been drinking a lot. I've been smoking a lot, but they just do every. Tori and Kayla just smoke and drink when they're not working. But stew ball and Godiva. That shit is fucking dope. If they say, listen, you can either drink this or you can walk, I'd probably not walk. I'd rather drink that. That's how good it is.
It's that good.
It's that good.
You don't know what you're missing when you don't have it. You know what you'd be missing with that screwball. You've never
100%.
walked, so
No.
I mean,
Let me ask you a question, because this would be a fun game to play, and we could actually probably make this into a segment, if I'm being honest with you.
okay.
What are things that you would take over walking?
Wait,
Alright, so you know the Matrix, right?
right.
And that, don't worry, this is not a Matrix question. And don't worry, I'm just poking myself.
I was like,
I'm trying to hit the button on my phone to
I
stop.
was like, you hard and you're like hitting your head, like, what are you doing?
So let's say that there's a blue pill, and then that can help you walk. Like you're gonna walk for, I don't know,
A day.
a week. You're
Oh.
gonna walk for a week.
Oh shit, wait, alright.
Or you can do this thing for the rest of your life. And then,
Oh,
but
there's
then
so many
there's,
different
there's,
things.
exactly, like there's a bunch of different shit you can do. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, jerk off or walk, I'm taking jerk off every day.
Every fucking day.
Listen, being in a wheelchair ain't that fucking bad.
No.
I'm not trying to say it's not tough for some people. I'm just saying, speaking from me being me, I can do this shit all day.
I know what I would do.
What would you do?
And people are gonna think that
Don't let-
people are gonna take this the wrong way. They're gonna
I hope they do.
They're gonna think that I'm like a drug addict or like I want to be,
Okay.
but
Do you?
but I don't. But this is what I would do.
It's bad when you have to say, I don't want to be a drug addict, but.
Yeah.
Go
But
ahead.
these are one of the things I would get like. Would you rather walk? The answer is no.
Mhm.
Or the answer is yes. Like get rid of my heart complication. So nothing's wrong with my heart. My heart beats
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
It's not bad. Because I would do so many different drugs.
Well, that's because that's probably part of it. That's let's be real. That's where most of your anxiety comes from.
It's the only part
Every-
of it.
Every 10 seconds that Joey does anything other than drink water, he checks his pulse and he's like, let's
Yeah,
just see what's happening.
You never know if you have too much caffeine to be too much caffeine can take my life.
No, it can't. I mean, if you drink a lot of it, yeah. But that's for everybody.
All right.
All right. So, heart complications or walk, you choose down with your heart
Yeah,
complications.
just get rid of it.
All right. Let's think of something else. I got it. Walk or unlimited McDonald's.
Oh, I'd rather walk. I can't
Really?
stand McDonald's, bro. McDonald's makes me feel sick.
Does it really?
Yeah, like,
I mean, it made me feel sick too, but it's so.
I would get tired of it real quick.
That's true.
I don't ever get tired of it.
We have so much shit to make up for.
I mean, I would get tired, but then I would just do it again. After I rested.
After a couple hours of
Right,
rest.
like McDonald's, I would have it probably for like a week straight, and then I'd be like, I just don't want McDonald's anymore.
This is going to show people my next question. And again, believe it or not, it's not meant to be deep, but it is deeper if you stop and think about it. Here's
Alright.
the question.
Yeah.
You can walk for the rest of your life, starting
Alright.
today. You can do, I mean, when I say walk, I don't mean just if you walk like this, we would look like define a hunchback.
Leave me.
Hunchback, she's like, listen, get back to sitting down.
Yeah, listen, sweetheart, I signed up for you sitting down. Sit back down.
Sit back down. But let's say you're all straight and shit, no contractions.
Right.
You're walking
You're
around.
not fucked up.
And you're taller than
I'm a real boy.
And you're taller than 5 foot.
Right.
So you can walk, but everything else is the same. Like you can't open up a fucking what do you call it?
A drink.
A drink. You can't
Scratch my own head.
scratch your head, but you can walk. You walk upstairs, downstairs.
Well, how is that little floppy?
Like yeah, well that's what I'm saying. But you can walk. The only difference between is stairs and things that get in your way, not walking, are no longer in your way. But you are still disabled. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Imagine like a friend of ours, like somebody who has CP, they can walk, and or like severely CP, like they need somebody with them,
Right.
but they can walk. So obviously stairs is not going to be an issue for them. Going to any restaurant, regardless of whether there's
Oh,
children
you have to
or-
be an idiot not to say I take that.
So wait a minute, I didn't finish what the alternative was.
Oh, what's the alternative?
You can fuck. And I'm not talking about, obviously you have sex, whatever.
Right.
But I'm talking about you can be on top, be under, move around, and I'm talking about, you can't walk. But now you're like, Rohan.
Okay.
Which one would you take? So someone tell you can walk for the rest of your life,
Okay.
but you're gonna be as disabled as you are now.
As weak.
When you're not as weak.
When you're not
walking
walking upstairs or.
Correct.
Okay.
Or you from the waist down, noodles. I'm talking.
Okay.
But you're ripped up top.
That's a good
So you can do everything. I'm talking about you can open up your own shit. You can drive. You can transfer yourself from wheelchair to thing, but you can't walk. So if there's a stairs high enough, can't climb up the stairs.
But I just use my arms to climb up the stairs.
That's true. I didn't that out. Here you go. You can walk, but you have no arms. Or you're like you are now, but you have no legs.
Oh, I'd be like I am now with no legs.
Really?
Absolutely.
So you'd be like you are right now with no legs.
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
Because that would make this so much easier. I would just put a papoose, have Taylor ties everywhere. I'm not kidding. The only reason I don't want to do it is because I have legs and I would be deemed demasculated.
Let me
I was being honest. Hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
I was being 100% honest with you.
That's the only reason?
The only reason. But if my legs were cut off, people wouldn't think that much of me anyway. So I was like, yo, this is the life I was dealt.
Right.
My legs have just been taken from me. But I've just been given the world. Because Taylor can now travel the world.
But you are her back.
Me on her back.
Like, did you ever see fucking...
And I'll feed her snacks to keep her rejuvenated.
Did you ever see fucking...
I'm not kidding.
I know you're not kidding. Ace Ventura, when the guy walks up, like...
Yeah, the
guy's
dude.
like 6 foot, and there's just like a little tiny 5 foot, 99 pound,
Yes.
and he fits in the backpack.
That would be me. And
You would need the backpack to see him.
yeah, and but when we went to tropical places, it would be like, hold on, listen. It would be like a bag that has like holes in it that's breathable. So like I don't sweat too much. But Taylor also likes to be a little hold
Right.
because she's got Viking in her. So if we go to like I don't know, a mountain with like snow and shit like that.
I'm not with some shit, okay?
I have one of those bags that sit right up to the net.
Yeah.
And I'll just be throwing that out.
And spitting and snacks and everything.
Yeah, well, no, she just feed me at that point.
Perfect.
I'm told she's strong.
Dude, your story about Taylor backpacking you gave me another idea we could add to the Hunger Games disabled version. Each wheelchair could have a backpack for if they have a midget on
For the
there.
midgets.
Exactly.
Yes, a midget
So
holder.
that, because, I mean, the little legs, and I'm not being a dick, this is not,
No, they get tired.
yeah, so you don't on the back and we do that shit.
Yeah, I almost want to cut my legs off.
Right? I'll fucking cut them off. Listen, let me ask you a question. I'm pretty sure I could sell this idea to Taylor, right? I'm gonna be like, listen, Taylor, you're pretty much my sister now. I mean, we're months away, most likely. We're months away.
Right.
I was like, so I feel like we can speak candidly. I was like, wouldn't you love if you could take Tori on road trips? I was not with you. It's just you and Tori.
She's already done like that.
I mean, I live at home. I'm here. When you get back, but you can take Tori.
And then we get back on Saturday.
Right, but you can take Tori on magical trips, and you can put him in a bag. Here's the problem. He's gonna be bottom heavy is rough, and he's sloppy. He's very disabled.
Things are nasty down there.
We could chop his legs off, and then you could literally travel the world. I feel like you might do it.
Yeah, dude, I'd be like a backpack.
100%.
A tall hand backpack.
Did it like master
That was
blaster.
for sweet nothings into her ears.
Or right tattooing.
You're doing great.
You're perfect.
You're perfect. You're
Let me tell you
You're
something.
beautiful.
You do that, which is good. But you do that, like you definitely, you and Taylor both like do a really good job of that. Like I'll be listening. I'll be listening to you guys talk to each other. Because, I mean, we live in the same fucking apartment, how would I not? When you're making dinner.
Dude, the walls are bigger than anyway.
So, I'll be listening to you guys talking to each other, and I'll hear you like, you're perfect. And she was like, Troy, you're beautiful. And I'm like, there's something wrong. There's something going on in there. I think they're retarded. But then I'm like, am I the cynical one? Like, I've been in relationships, don't be wrong, like, it's obviously great. But like, you guys really fucking love each other. It's crazy.
I would not apologize for
No,
it.
you shouldn't. I'm just saying. It's hilarious. Like, Corey's beautiful?
That one threw me for a loop. Still does.
Yeah, there's a lot of words to describe this. I mean, I'm pretty close to it. And beautiful if there's 10 words I could think of, it wouldn't even be me.
What do you do, bro? I'm beautiful. I don't tell you. So I'm told every day.
Listen, dude, I don't know. I think you're fucking gross, but that's just what I'm saying.
I get that.
But, yeah, man, other than that, bro, I had a great time talking to Drew, and I don't know if I told you, I don't want to say the name yet, because it's not definitely going to be next week, but I lined up, and then I told you about her.
Yeah.
Another guest coming on, she's also fucking incredible doing the shit that she's doing.
Yeah, well,
and also dealing with her disability, but...
We'll talk more about that if and when she...
Well, not if, because she's going to be doing it. I don't know when.
We'll talk about that when she comes on, but... yeah, no, it was great talking to you, man. I think we got a pretty good picture of what we're going through in the quarantine.
I had a good time, man.
Yeah, me too, man.
Hope everyone's staying good with the quarantine. And, I don't know, there's really not too much else to talk about, because, I mean, what the fuck are we doing?
Exactly.
Smoking, drinking, working, and
sleeping.
Trying to figure out ways to make myself nuts. So, until then, hope you guys have a good one. We'll talk next week.
Yep, stop by Cripple Streets podcast on YouTube.
Like, subscribe, share, do all that shit.
Alright, everyone, have a good day and stay safe. Peace.
Peace.
Yo, listening to Cripple Streets. Sit your ass back and enjoy the show. You are now listening to Cripple Streets. If you ain't about them Cripple Streets, then you got to go. You are now listening to Cripple Streets. This is my whole life. This is all I know. You are now listening to Cripple Streets. Hit them Cripple Streets and let's make